Hi guys, my name is Kayla Gillespie and I am here to give you my brief but spectacular teaching philosophy. During high school, I was bullied and diagnosed with dyslexia kind of later in my high school career. And I thought I would never become anything significant because neither of my parents had gone to college. My majority of the time, my mom would be working 2, if not 3 jobs to kind of help support us. After I was diagnosed with dyslexia in high school, 2 teachers that I really connected with and that changed my life. One of them is still a teacher here at the high school that I work at, and then one of them literally just retired last year. Miss Rice was my English teacher, and sophomore year she was that English teacher for the kids who were behind. Today we call them like RTI kids, so I would have been that tier 2 kid that needed extra help. And then Mr. Green was a math teacher. So after these 2, after my diagnosis, by my senior year, I was taking dual credit classes in English and math, and I was able to start college, which I never thought that I wanted to go to college. I was able to start college earlier, basically with a full semester of prerequisites under my belt because of them too, and then all of the help that they gave me. Like I said, I never thought that I wanted to be a teacher. I never thought that I wanted to go to college, and I literally had no plan on what to do after high school. My aunt was a teacher growing up, and I would always go and like help her set up her classroom and things like that. And like as a little girl, that was like in the back of my mind, hey, you should just be a teacher. But it was never something that I dove really deeply into until I was a senior in high school and I could see that this was actually a possibility. So I went into college my first semester doing education courses. I was going to be an education major. And one of my prereqs was psychology that semester. So I went in thinking I was going to be a teacher, ended up coming out of that first semester saying, no, I'm not going to be a teacher. I'm going to be a school psychologist, because at the time I thought that that was going to be how I was going to be able to reach more students and help more kids that were like me growing up. So fast forward, I finished college. I get a double bachelor's degree in communication and psychology, and I graduate in 2020, which was never an actual graduation. I never walked across stage. I was just mailed my diploma. And at that time, nobody was hiring. So I went and I just worked at like a local bank in my town. And I was there from about June or August of 2020 up until about August of 2021. And within this time, I had a former a friend now who worked at the high school, and she did like all of their bookkeepings and things. And she would come in every single day during the COVID pandemic, and she would tell me about all of these things that were happening in the school, and how to, like, what was happening with teachers, what was happening with students, and how they were just dropping teachers like crazy because teachers were also leaving the profession at that time, and then COVID was terrifying everybody. So it wasn't until about the summer of 21 that I like really started to think, if all of this is happening and God keeps telling me that all of this is happening and God keeps bringing me back to teaching as an opportunity for me, maybe this is something that I should really explore. And I did. So August of that year of 21, I applied to the school. I was accepted. Said, you could be a real teacher, not a sub anymore. So I was a real teacher of sophomore students in English, and I was emergency certified. And that just kind of took the spiral into me now being here for my 4th year. My teaching philosophy is rooted in empathy and resilience, because of all of the struggles in life that I've had happen to me. I know that those are 2 things that students are not taught in school, and I think that by showing them that I have empathy for their situations and that I had resilience to come out of my situations, that it's possible for any of them to come out of theirs. My name is Kayla Gillespie, and this is my brief but spectacular take on teaching empathy and resilience.